Really, really excited to be with you guys here today. Really, really am. So how's everyone feeling? How's everybody feeling today? There's lots going on right now. Lots going on right now. How's your energy? How are we all feeling today? Do share before we begin. Do share. I want to really make this a welcoming space for you to be able to connect. And, I'm so, so grateful to be here with you all today and to connect with you in this space as well. And just so grateful for this space that allows our voices to be heard, that gives us a voice. And I think, the last few months, this uncertainty, the fears, that collective energy that we're already feeling, and particularly in the last couple of weeks, again, this energy and discomfort that's rising. But I really do feel that this discomfort, that it needs to be felt. And I know there's a lot going on for you right now, for all of us. And my mission really is to be here with you right now so that you can really amplify your message. Your voice is needed now more than ever. And as yoga teachers, we really have a place and a role to serve and to support from a place of love, and to amplify our message. And the word that's coming up for me right now is amplify. Yeah. And this discomfort, these fears that we're feeling can really stop this amplification. It can really make you feel like you don't know what to say. So I want to be here for you to really encourage you and for you to know your place right now as a yoga teacher, here to support your communities also feeling these fears and discomfort. We need to rise up. Each and every one of us has a place here in the world. So we need to come together as brothers and sisters more than ever. And what this means is you rising up as the leader of your yoga community, as the yoga business owner, as the yogipreneur, whatever you want to call yourself. You need to rise up and use your voice to create this lasting change. And our voices coming together can really activate this lasting change. So right now, more than ever, it's really time to step into the shoes of the yogipreneur, the yoga business owner, the founder of your yoga business, the leader of your community, and to really finally start building a thriving community and an abundant yoga business, a sustainable yoga business that's going to help you to continue doing what you love for years and years and years to come. But not only that, can help to make a bigger impact and can help to change the world. Okay, so we need to own it, guys. We need to own it. And that's why you're here today. That's why you're here in this community, because you are ready to own that place. Okay, so I want you to really just connect into that entrepreneurial spirit that you have. I know that you have that. We need to connect to it. We need to tap into it. We need to tap into our values, into our beliefs, and your voice to your communities. Really share what you believe in and what you stand for. And I know that all of you here in this community, I know all of you have got big ideas, and you need to know in your heart that you were made for this and that your message has the power to change lives. Okay, so really now is the time to show up for that bigger vision. It really is. Share with me, guys, how you're feeling. Share with me in the comments how you're feeling as I'm talking you through this today. It's about learning, it's about educating ourselves so that we really can become more confident and more visible with sharing our message with the people who need to hear it most. And, so today I really want to share 5 reasons why yogipreneurs who are stepping into their power and having more freedom and flexibility in their lives that allow them to serve their communities in a bigger way. Like why that is. Why is it that those people, those teachers that are having more freedom and flexibility are able to do that? That's what I want to share with you today, because I want you to be able to really step up now and use your voice to serve your communities from a place of love, okay, and compassion. Okay, so let's have a look. Scared, yeah. Conflicted. Anything else? But desire to thrive, yeah, exactly. So many feelings, so many feelings can come up. And it's okay. Like we have to move into this place of acceptance of how we feel as well. And it's really important that we do that. But this is about, you really owning your space, owning your space in your community as the leader of your yoga community, and being able to use your voice in a way that really supports people also through the discomfort and fear that they're feeling, and allows you to continue to show up and serve and be there for your people. So we need to come together right now more than ever. And so this is really why I wanted to share these 5 reasons today why those yoga teachers who are able to, be more visible, that are able to continue to serve and continue to support, like what it is about those yoga teachers that allows them to do that, okay, that gives them more freedom and more flexibility in their business and in their lives. So keep sharing with me, guys, how you're feeling on Facebook and also on Instagram. Let me just check in on here on Facebook. Everything's going okay. But yeah, as I said, I'm really, really grateful to be here with you guys today and to continue to support you with this. Okay, so let's talk about it. So this is about stepping off that hamster wheel, freeing yourself from the burnout that we hear, so many teachers face. And reason number one is that those yoga teachers understand that the studio model does not allow them to create a sustainable business that continues to positively impact more people's lives. So share with me in the comments, have you been building your career, your yoga teacher career, based on the studio model, teaching solely studio classes? Or have you been actively moving out of that model to create your own offerings, your own classes? Maybe you've rented out spaces in community halls. Perhaps you've been getting your own classes online. Perhaps you've been creating memberships or online courses. You've been doing your own retreats. Whereabouts have you been in this journey? So yeah, teaching on Zoom. Chitra, thank you. Anything else, guys? Because, we hear about teachers who are struggling, who are struggling to pay their bills at the end of the month, who are suffering with burnout. And quite often those teachers are the ones that have been on that studio hamster wheel of, teaching maybe in a few different studios that are situated in different areas of a city. So they're also spending lots of time on public transport, traveling around, getting to those classes. And they're actually having to teach, maybe 15, even more, I'm hearing teachers that were teaching like 20 classes a week before we went into lockdown. And it's not sustainable. It really isn't sustainable. And it doesn't pay the bills at the end of the month. And quite often those teachers find themselves quite exhausted and burnt out. So this is really about a mindset shift and understanding that there is another way to do it. That isn't the only way. And yes, it is a great way to maybe start your yoga teaching career, to, gain exposure, to get experience, to really get experience. But there is also another way. You can look at creating your own offerings. You can create your own retreats. You can build your own community. I mean, it requires you to build a community. And that's what it always comes down to. When you teach at a studio, you're tapping into the studio's community. But to be able to break away from that model, you need to do the work to create your own community and find the people that really connect with you and resonate with you. And so, this is about understanding that there is another way. There is another way. And so, those teachers that do have more freedom and flexibility in their lives are the ones that understand that there is another way. Okay, so I really want you to consider this. Just look at where you've been, so far in your teaching journey. Yeah, and there's always opportunities. There's always another possibility of something else that you can do if something isn't working for you right now. It might mean baby steps. It might mean that if your schedule, when you come out of lockdown, say, for instance, you're going to go back into the studio and you know that your schedule is really full and you have got 15 or 20 classes a week that you're teaching and you know that that wasn't serving you before, which of those classes can you pull back on? Which of those classes, are there some classes that, maybe you were traveling an hour to the other side of town and it was making you feel exhausted, that actually that isn't serving you? And can you pull back on that class so that it allows you an extra 3 hours in your day where you can sit down and really think about how you're going to grow your own community? Okay, so something to really consider there. Okay, let's move on to number 2. So reason number 2, why some yoga teachers, those yogipreneurs out there, I know there's many of you here in this community, but why yogipreneurs have more freedom and flexibility in their lives. And reason number 2 is because they understand that getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is necessary. Okay, and that couldn't be more true right now than ever. Moving through that uncomfortable, the discomfort, and moving through it with ease and acceptance. It's really essential that you get used to the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing what you're doing, or even knowing that you might say something that isn't quite right in the right moment. Whether it's getting on, whether it's launching something for the first time, like launching your first online yoga course, let's say. What happens is we tend to see other people doing it, don't we? We think that we falsely assume that they've always been good at it. And we all have to do everything for the first time. None of us does anything very well for the first time. So we need to really view failure in a new way. Try looking at failure as a gift that gives us time and perspective to really learn from our mistakes and improve our results the next time around. And failure isn't an issue. It's really how you learn from it that matters. So look at these mistakes or look at these situations as opportunities to develop your skills and really to kind of train yourself to say, how can I learn and how can I grow from this situation? When we often think something is a failure even before we've actually started. So just be willing to suck in the beginning. Be willing to suck at it in the beginning. And be aware that, you have to progressively get bigger. Like this, if you think like this, it's a brilliant mindset for success in your business. It really, really is. So feel comforted by the knowledge that whatever you do today, that it will be the worst it ever will be. Yeah. So whether it's, publishing your first blog post, it's going to be the worst one that you'll ever publish because every time you do it, every time you go back to it, you're going to improve and you're going to get better with time. Okay, so being comfortable with the uncomfortable. What else do I want to say on this? I think it's about fear, isn't it? It's about feeling the fear when you're going into something for the first time and it feels really uncomfortable. You know, you can either back away from it and step away from it, or you can use that fear as fuel. Yeah, feeling fear is often is regarded as negative. But I think, you know, especially for people who have a growth mindset, fear tells them that they're outside of their comfort zone, and that's really the only place to grow. That's the only place where growth actually happens. So, who feels the fear? Tell me, share with me in the comments. Who feels the fear? And just think about your own behavior, how you usually react to fear of doing something that feels really, really uncomfortable. Do you push through it, knowing that you're growing through that experience, or do you back away? And what could you do differently next time that fear comes up? Something to journal on, something to really think about. I think, you know, one of the differences between successful entrepreneurs and, you know, those people that are still waiting to achieve success, let's say, is their ability to take risks. Yeah, you need to be able to push through your comfort zone and take risks and innovate, even when you don't know what you're doing. Even when you're like, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but I'm going to still keep pushing on. I'm going to still keep taking progress and moving forward and taking imperfect action. Like those of you that join me on these weekly trainings, you know I talk about imperfect action a lot. And I've actually done an episode on the Yogipreneur podcast about this, about taking imperfect action in your business. But you need to be able to do this. You need to be able to keep pushing forward and be prepared to, you know, implement new ideas and jump on things 100%, because if you don't, this success isn't going to come easily to you. Okay, let's move on. So hey to those of you that are just joining here on Instagram and on Facebook as well. So reason number three, and we're talking today about yogipreneurs who have more freedom and flexibility in their lives. Why that is. Yes, exactly. Fake it till you make it. Exactly. Keep moving forward for sure. Hey, Made. So reason number three is consistency. They are consistent and they're persistent. Okay, that's reason number three. And we'll talk about consistency first. And by this I mean, you know, creating habits, you know, the results of which compound over time. Yeah, even small little actions. You keep taking action, small little actions, they compound over time. You will be surprised, okay? And I think, you know, consistency is really important. Like what might seem really insignificant when it's only just done once can actually become quite significant, yeah, when it's done over and over and over again consistently. And so if you're just getting started with growing your community and your business, you know, being consistent is difficult if you don't have a framework, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have any accountability that's going to help you to stay on track. And I think as yoga teachers, you know, we put so much pressure on ourselves, and we hear about the hustle, don't we? That we have to do all of these things, we have to hustle to make it work. And really, it's not about that, you know, it's not about hustle. We need to change that mindset, that belief that we have to hustle, and actually change it to coming into a place of alignment with our mission and our goals, and having a plan that's going to get us there. You know, having some goals, but having habits that are going to get us there, that are going to get us from point A to point B. And so in order to do that, we need to be consistent. We need to keep showing up. You know, so it's really not enough just to have goals. It's not. You know, we need to also be consistent in our daily habits. You know, it's our daily habits that are really this engine that moves us towards our goals. So when you've identified a goal that you want to work towards, what do you need to get there? Like, what is the framework? What is the plan that's going to help you to get there towards that goal and reach that goal? And it might not sound like a big shift, but it is. Productive and successful people practice the things that are important to them on a consistent basis. Like, they create habits for success. So again, just look at your own behavior. Like, what are you doing that's allowing you to be consistent day in, day out? What is this big goal that you have that you want to get to? Like, maybe there's something that you want to launch at the end of the year. Well, what are you doing now to get there? Because if you're not doing something now, it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder. You're going to be misaligned. So we need to come into alignment with this. Okay, it's not about the hustle and the bustle. It's about being in alignment. So the second part of this is persistence, yeah, being persistent. And I say this all the time, but building a successful business is not like a get-rich-quick scheme. It really isn't, it takes time. It's taken me 3 years in my business to reach the 6-figure mark. And, now I'm having really successful launches. My community has grown, but it didn't start out that way. Like, I had to do the work, And for you guys, there are billions of people in the world that can be reached with your message, your unique message of yoga. Remember, more people are online right now. About 60% of the world are online. There are lots of people that are not in reach of a yoga studio. So being online is a great place to be. And I'll talk about that more in a moment. But there's a huge opportunity for teachers around the world and for teachers to impact other people's lives and to get paid for your time, your effort, your energy, and your teaching. Okay, so I started with 0. You might be starting with 0, but if you really believe in what you do and you're fully connected to your purpose, like I am, and you're being consistent and persistent, i.e. don't give up, yeah, because it's not a quick rich scheme, you can do this too. You can have the same results and rewards. So it requires dedication, guys. It requires hard work, a lot of learning, consistency, and being persistent. Okay, it requires you to do the work. It doesn't just land on your lap. You have to do it. Like, you have to show up. And to really show up for your vision, to get out of that 20 class a week scenario and to have more freedom and flexibility in your life so that you can create more impact and you can show up with a full cup without feeling burnt out. Really important. I know from the last 3 years working with yoga teachers that one of the biggest goals that you have, or one of the biggest things that you want to do, is you want to create more impact. And it's not just the impact in your life. You want to help and support people. You want to create impact in other people's lives. And so that's why we're here, isn't it? So we have to keep showing up. We have to keep being persistent with this. Yeah. Okay. So reason number 4. I'm just going to grab some water. The topic of this training is 5 reasons why yogipreneurs have more income, have more freedom, and more flexibility in their lives that allows them to really show up more and to support and serve their communities, which is what we need to be doing more than ever right now. Okay, reason number 4 is these yogipreneurs, they know that going online allows them to reach more people and create a bigger impact. Okay, hands up, who is online right now? Who here has online yoga classes? I know lots of you have made the transition recently, which is incredible. It's incredible. You really use this energy to, kickstart yourself and just get yourself online, whereas previously, you may have been thinking about it, but the fear just stood in the way, or the overwhelm with the tech stood in the way. So I know lots of you have made this transition, which is really incredible, and you should really give yourself a big pat on the back for it because you moved forward regardless of those fears and challenges with the tech. So I see you. I see that you've done this, which is incredible. So high five to all of you who have taken that move and got your classes online. Um, who else is online? Who else is online? Who has an online yoga course? Who has a membership? Who is running virtual retreats, online virtual retreats? Who's doing all these things? Tell me what you're doing, because I'd love to know. So, you know, I love talking about teaching online. Okay, obviously it's the model that I have in my business, Digital Yoga Academy, and there are so many reasons why teaching online is a incredible, business model for you as a yoga teacher. And one of the main reasons is that you can really, create an asset beyond your online Zoom classes. You can create an asset in your business, okay? And by that, I mean an online course. Yeah, I mean something that you've worked hard on to create that's going to really serve your students because you've done the work to understand what they need from you in order of, what they need in terms of like a transformation in their lives and in their yoga practice. And you've created a course that's going to take them from point A, which is the struggle that they're feeling right now, to point B, okay, using your course as the solution and getting them to that outcome that they really desire. And when you do the work to create an online course in your business and you have this asset, you can sell it over and over and over again. Okay, you can launch it over and over and over again. And that's powerful. That is powerful. And yes, again, it's not a quick rich scheme. Quick rich scheme. It's not. It takes time. It takes time. There's a framework that needs to be followed. But it's doable, that it is doable. And when you've built a community, and that's really important, that's the first step. You need to build a community in order to be able to do this in the right way. The worst thing that you can do, the biggest mistake you can make, and I made this mistake in my business, okay? The biggest mistake you can make is to jump into creating your online course without first growing a community, okay? Because when you do that, you don't actually know what your community wants because there's no one there to ask. And also when you do that and you start creating your course, you've not validated it with anybody. So you don't know if it's definitely, what people want and need right now. And then when you launch it, there's no one there to launch it to. So it's a mistake I made when I first started Digital Yoga Academy, and it was because I was so excited. So I know that you guys get this same excitement because you have an idea for an online course and all you want to do is spend your time and energy getting it created and launching it. But I did exactly the same thing. When I first started Digital Yoga Academy, the first thing I did was I created a course, okay? And guess what? There was no one there. So, I've since spent my time and energy in growing my community, and it's so important to do that, okay? So important. But yeah, as I said, getting yourself online, it allows you to create assets that you can launch again and again and again. You've created the content. It's just about getting it out there again and again. Every time you launch, you get better at it. You optimize what you're doing in terms of your promotion and how you get it out there. And you can really, position yourself as an expert, with your online course and the content that you're sharing. So definitely something for you guys to consider. And I have tons of resources on this. Like just go to the Digital Yoga Academy Facebook page or onto our YouTube channel and you will find tons of videos around, how to find your online course idea, how to validate it. There's so much content there. I also have a program for this which will be launching next month called the Profitable Yoga Teacher. It's a 6-month program. It takes you through the entire process of creating your community, creating your online course and launching it. Okay, so I teach you the whole framework. You'll be hearing more about that in the next month or so. But yes, this is another reason why yogipreneurs have more freedom and more flexibility, because you don't need to be teaching in a studio when you are successfully launching, or you don't need to be teaching as much in a studio when you are successfully launching an online course to your community and making money that way. Okay, so number 5. Are we at number 5 now? I think we are, aren't we? I think we're at number 5. But any questions for me now? Let's have a look. Any questions coming through? Any questions coming through? Let's have a look here. Oh, I missed these. Sorry, guys. What have we got down here on Instagram? Thank you, Jack. High five to everybody coming through. Creating challenges, Amanda, but not converting to clients yet. Keep it going. Why do you think that is? The Brave Girl Project. I have a membership. Brave Women Yoga for beginners. Love it. Love that. Gabrielle, thanks to you, I've done it. Oh, amazing. I haven't set up a payment portal. Finally doing it, Calm Collective. Yes. Been saying it for 2 years. Yeah, I tell you what, if there's anything that's come out the last few months, it's definitely given us the energy and new perspectives of, to look at what we're doing in our business and what direction we're going in. And I think, for you guys who have taken your classes online, you're seeing that there are other opportunities online, the possibility that's there for you to really create offerings and to share them with people all over the world. That's the magic of being online, is that you can reach people all over the world. Like, it is incredible to be able to build a tribe or a community of people who really connect with you, and they're in Australia, or they're somewhere in America, or wherever they might be, the Caribbean. I've got students in the Cayman Islands. They're everywhere. So it's powerful, and right now we need that community more than ever, don't we? Okay, so reason number 5 is that why yogipreneurs have more freedom and flexibility is they understand the need to invest in themselves, their education, and their business. Okay, so share with me in the comments your most recent investment in you, your knowledge or education, and your business. Share in the comments. I'd love to know, where have you been investing, guys? And during this whole pandemic, lockdown periods, investing in yourself right now is a really powerful thing to do. And so share with me what you've been doing. I'd love to hear what you guys have been doing. But I think, to fully succeed as a yoga teacher, or as a yoga business owner, you need to act and think like a business owner. The Nurture Den, your Super Yogi Tribe. Yay! Amazing. So that's the program that's starting tomorrow. I'll tell you guys a bit about that in a moment. But you need to act and think like a business owner. Those of you who are in my programs, we talk about this, don't we? And successful business owners invest, whether that's in their knowledge, people, systems, whatever investments you need to make. Some of you might have made investments recently into online booking systems. That's an investment in a system that's going to automate your business and make your life easier, okay? So some of you might be still in the fear of, oh, maybe I'll just keep doing it manually. The more you start to automate systems in your business, the more space and time that you're going to have. Yeah, to be able to work on your business, to be able to work on the strategies and the offerings that are going to, make more impact and bring more income into your business. So we have to make decisions as business owners. Yeah, we have to make decisions. And sometimes it might feel like, oh gosh, I'm spending money on that right now, but there's nothing I haven't got the students in the programs right now to counteract that investment. But it will come. It's about taking risks again, isn't it? So it brings us back full circle to the beginning when we talked about moving through your comfort zone. It's about taking risks in your business. And when you're connected to your why and you really believe in what you're doing and you're consistent and you're persistent, believe me that these investments are going to pay off. And so think of it like this, you've already invested thousands on your teacher training. How much have you guys invested in teacher training over the years? Share that number in the comments. Share that number in the comments. How much money, dollars or pounds, have you invested in your teacher trainings over the years? So tally it up. Hey, Monse, tally it up, because I see it over and over, teachers going on training after training after training, and they're still struggling, and it's not because they don't have the teaching skills, they clearly do, it's because they don't know how to connect with their ideal students, how to grow their communities, how to nurture those communities, how to be consistent, how to have systems and processes that allow them to be consistent and persistent in a sustainable way, to really grow in a sustainable way. And so now is the time to really make yoga teaching and your business work for you, to actually make the money that you've spent on becoming a yoga teacher work for you financially and energetically and sustainably, okay? So whether that's, investing in a business course to improve your knowledge, or, getting a coach to keep you accountable, being part of a like-minded community, maybe it's investing, a few hours in a VA to support you on the admin side of things so that you can work on your business instead of being in it all the time. If you're tied up with admin, like how can you have the time to work on your higher priced offerings or your strategy, your business strategy? Yeah. So it might feel like, forking out a little bit at the beginning and not instantly seeing those results. It feels like an expense that can feel a bit heavy. It's a risk, yeah, but knowing that you're fully connected, like I said, to your purpose and your why, you really want to do it, it's going to pay off. It will reward you. Like everything you invest into your business and into you will come back over and over, yeah. I've literally invested thousands over the years in my knowledge and in my business and in myself. Like in April, I invested almost £10,000 with a new business coach that I'm working with at the moment. And I know that I needed that support in order for me to go to the next level in my business, but also in order for me to be able to support you through challenging times. So, I know when I invest that it flows back to me tenfold, and it already has. It already has. I would never have had that capacity 3 years ago, when I went to spend £10,000 on a business coach, if I didn't have my online business. I've had to work hard. And so, like I said to you, these things don't just come to you. You have to work hard. You have to be consistent, persistent. And over time, you can open up for more support, let it allow it to flow in. Allow it to flow in and know that it always comes back to you. And this is about a mindset shift, actually. It really, really is. Like ultimately, I've had to break through my mindset blocks around investing, and I really had to break through that. And also a big mindset block that I had was allowing support through a team. I always felt like I could do everything on my own all the time. And these limiting beliefs that we have, they come from childhood, don't they? They come through us all through, they're with us throughout our life until we recognize them and actually work on them and actually recognize, is this serving me or is there another option? And now I've got 6 people supporting me in my team. In the last couple of months working with a coach, I've allowed 4 new people in to help me and support me. And so I see how, changing your mindset and really working through these blocks supports you so much, and that it always comes back to you. It's always going to benefit you more and more and more and more. Okay, so I think this is really important as a business owner, that we have to start making different decisions. We have to start making different decisions. And that's about working on our mindset. It really, really, really is. It truly is. I say this a lot, but building a successful business is strategy and mindset. One doesn't come without the other. Like if one is missing, then it's really hard for you to grow and to build. Um, okay, so gosh, I could talk forever. Thank you for staying with me, guys, here on Instagram and on Facebook in the group. I'm really, like I said at the start today, I'm so grateful. Oh, what have I done there? Hang on, I've just switched it round. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm so grateful to be here and to be able to support you in this way. So, so grateful. I really am. I was connecting with that this morning, and it brought tears up. The gratitude that I really feel right now, to be in this position here with you, and so thank you. So some of you are joining me tomorrow for Super Yogi Tribe. Let me talk to you a little bit about it. It's a 5-day container, a 5-day program to really support you to grow your community. Okay. So if you are struggling to grow your community right now, like if you are maybe starting from scratch, with growing your community online, or perhaps you have a small community and it's unengaged and you really want to grow it more. Maybe you're struggling to fill your online classes. Maybe that's tailed off for you a little bit and you need to work on bringing new people into your community, people that connect with you and resonate with you. I'm going to really support you with this particular challenge over the next 5 days in Super Yogi Tribe. So it's a live program, starts tomorrow. There's already 80 teachers that have signed up for this program. And I'm really excited to begin. This is the second virtual program that I've run. So last month I hosted Online Yogi, which was a similar concept, similar type of container. I had 150 teachers last month, and it was powerful in that group. Like the accountability, the support from the group, there is real power in that because it allows you to really take action, like to learn so much in a short period of time, and to take action with all of that. Okay, so I'm there for you. I'll be showing up for you, and each day there are 3 sessions. So I'm going to be going live 3 times a day. Okay. If you can't join the live sessions, you watch the replay. There'll be immediate replays available. And every day is a training session, a coaching session, and a Q&A session. And each day I'm going to be taking you through a number of different strategies and concepts. We start with day 1. We start with the mindset work. That is day 1. So, so important. We talked about this quite a lot today, but we start with the mindset work. Day 2, we're going to nail your niche and your message. You're going to get really clear on defining who you're meant to serve and who you're here for and who your people are, the people that you want to attract into your community. Days 3 and 4 are what I'm calling super attractor strategies. And this is about, optimizing your website. It's about being more visible. It's about growing your email list. It's about content creation. You're going to come out of that with a 90-day content plan. You're going to feel more structured than you've ever felt before in your business, okay, with the right marketing strategies to really allow you to go out there and feel confident with what you're sharing and how you are moving people into your business through your funnel. I'm going to be explaining all of that if funnel's a little bit over the head. And moving people, nurturing your students, your community, your tribe into paying students. On the final day, on day 5, we'll be looking specifically at nurturing. We'll be sharing strategies to nurture your students, okay? So I'm really, really excited about this. What else can I tell you about it? Yes, so these trainings that I'm doing like this, This will be the last training that I do for a while like this. So as I said, I did one last month, online yogi, which was about getting your classes online. It was all about the tech and the integrations and so on. And this one is specifically about growing your community. The next program I have will be the Profitable Yoga Teacher, which is in end of July. We'll be opening enrollment for that. That's a 6-month program that costs over $1,500 to join. This program that I'm doing now, this week-long container, is really a response to the pandemic and supporting teachers during this time with a program that's going to give you all of the strategies in a quick period of time at an affordable price. Okay, so it is the most affordable way to work with me, especially in a live setting. It's $165 to join. There's a 2-month payment plan available as well. Okay, so you can spread it out. So any questions about Super Yogi Tribe, feel free to, or you can ask your questions now, but feel free to message me, DM me, send me a message on Facebook. You can email me, kelly@digitalyogaacademy.com. You also get access to 3 online courses, guys, okay? There's 3 online courses valued at $700 in total. So there's an online course which is the foundations to teaching online. There is an online course that's Facebook ads for Yogipreneurs. And there's an online course that's called Yoga Biz Boss, which is all about systems and processes in your business so you can get yourself organized. How do you book onto it? So Michelle, if you go to the link in my bio now, you'll be able to find the link for Super Yogi Tribe. Yes, it's $165. There's a 2-month payment plan available as well. And it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm so excited because, you know, Tribe, as I said, is needed now more than ever. And why struggle? Like, why continue struggling without a plan and just taking shots in the dark, hoping that people are going to magically find you? It's much better to be aligned and to have a plan to follow. Thank you, Monse. Monse is a student in one of my programs in the Profitable Yoga Teacher. Thank you guys. You're so awesome. So thank you for showing up with me today. Love you guys so much. And, you know, take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. You've got this, okay? Keep connecting with your people. They need you now more than ever, okay? Love you all so much. Go and check out Super Yogi Tribe. Connect with me if you've got any questions. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. All right, take care. Bye. Bye-bye.